Hello there, people in the internet, and hello again. I am TheMBmulti, and welcome back to my what is this? Let's play Dwarf Fortress. This is part 49. Wow, we're almost at episode 50. Anyway, I just can't believe I've been doing this for 50 episodes. Anyway, in the last episodes, we were we did the tower here. It's not completely done. At least the walls are done, and all the things have been carved with fortifications. We only need to finish the floor, which is basically draining all my wood, but it's almost done, as you can see. I think we need to chop down a couple more trees, and then we're done here. So that's good. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do in this episode. Hopefully that will be done. But, more importantly, Happy Champion here has gotten into a fey mood. So, we're going to follow him and see where he goes. I'm gonna bet that he is going to claim the Craft Dwarf Workshop, because that's basically what all the dwarves claim all the time. At least when they don't have a specific what the hell are you? What, Baron Consort? No, mate, you're not a Baron Consort. You're just a farmer. At least your skin as a farmer. But yeah, when they don't have a specific job that requires a workshop, they usually, like this time, claim the Craft Dwarf Workshop. Because if it's a blacksmith that has a fey mood, of course he's going to claim the blacksmith. Of course, or the metalsmith workshop or whatever. When it's the carpenter, he's obviously going to claim the carpentry workshop. When it's the mason, he's obviously going to claim the masonry. But when it's a job that doesn't require a workshop, for example, this one, the farmer, then they're just going to claim the Craft Dwarf Workshop 9 out of 10 times. Alright, let's see where he goes. He could technically claim the Farmer Workshop, but there's not really anything in the Farmer Workshop that you can craft. You can only milk animals and spin thread there. So he's grabbed some bones for the butchery. And he's going to go downstairs. He's going to go all the way downstairs. He's going to our new stockpile area. Oh, he's going to go there. And he's going to grab an uncut gem from my cave spider that doesn't work. Or doesn't do what I tell him to do. And he's grabbing a stone, a red rock actually. Hey, redstone! Hey! Minecraft joke. It's not really a joke, but he's gonna go all the way downstairs again. And he's now going to grab the other gem that's over there. And he's off. He's going to grab something else. He's going to go to the leather stockpile and grab some leather. Yeah. Still not done. Another rock. The rock that he just grabbed has already been filled in with something else. Alright, still not done. Another rock. Yeah, of course you need of course you need another rock. You can't just do it with only one rock, you need another one. Oh, this is your third rock actually. Still not done. Gonna go all the way downstairs again. Now you have to go to new stockpile. Oh, you're grabbing, I guess those are tin bars? Let me check. Oh yeah, lead. I keep saying it's tin, but it's lead. Follow. That's good, because lead is pretty useless anyway. You can't really build anything with it. At least not in the terms of weapons and armor. So that's good that you're using that up. It's an unnecessary byproduct from Galena, and you are done! You're gonna start a mysterious construction. So good luck. Let's hope it's gonna be beautiful. Alright, designate smoothing stone. Because my engravers are done with the fortifications, so now they can continue smoothing out the streets of Ilgate, the ancient canyon castle. Alright. So we'll just let them smooth that out there, then they need to smooth out that outer area as well. And this little square in front of the temple. Alright, let's go upstairs. Let's chop down some more trees, unfortunately. Because we're still not done here. These two. Oh, wrong way. That one. This one. And this one. Almost done. Pile of vomits all over the floor. This is just laid in and there are already vomits all over it. Right. Also another thing that I wanted to get into was the beekeeping. To really get into that. Which is also something I could do in this episode. But yeah, first of all I'm focusing on that tower thing to be done. After that's done, then we can see what we'll do. Current attached to an iron shield. Max log, okay. Good for you. The engravers have started with smoothing out the road here. As I said, I will do the main roads first. After that we'll do the smaller roads, and then we will move down a layer, or up a layer. And we'll do the same thing there. Right, so this thing is done. So we got our catapult parts. The Sandpier Wood Ballista Arrow. Okay, so we got a couple ballista arrows. I'm fairly certain that we need rocks for our catapult. Just like random, regular rocks. This rock stockpile is almost completely filled, which is good. Oh, no, the hunter's moving another one over there. No, he's just putting the wheelbarrow back. I'm not quite sure whether they can get up with the wheelbarrow on a up and down stairway. Oh, but okay, you're already going to cut down that tree because there's some wood that's fallen on top of that tree. Alright, so I won't do the little forward outpost just yet. Because after this monstrous project, I think I've had enough for now. For a little while at least. Whoa, what the hell was that? A barn owl. A small nocturnal bird of prey, found in woodland regions. Its hunger for rodents drives it to take residence in buildings. She is enormous yet very weak. Her feathers are brown. Her skin is dark tan. Her eyes are black. Okay, so it will take residence in buildings. Would it be cool if they would actually live in the tower? I mean, there is these areas there with the walkway along here, which is basically up in the tower, but not really in use. So perhaps the owl will stay in there. That would be quite cool, actually. We'd have like an owl in our tower. Alright, so you have created a emu bone puzzle book with all the crap that you collected. Alright, so let's see which one it was. This one, apparently, because everything else has been moved out. Basic value is 14,400 dwarf credits. Let's see. This is an emu bone puzzle book. All craft worships of the highest quality. It is encrusted with rose-cut citrines, decorated with giant great horned owl leather, and encircled with bands of clay loam pierre cut citrines, whatever, and rectangular gypsum cabochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of lead and menaces with sparks of emu bone and sandy clay. Okay then. What the hell? Actually, hang on a minute. Is there clay in here? Settings. Yeah, I don't want clay in here. Forbid that. We got our own clay stockpile. Which is... Where's our clay stockpile? I thought we had one. At least here's our clay things. Oh, here's our clay. Yeah, here, this area's full with clay. Kiln, glass furnace, wood furnace. So this is where we can do glass. Collect clay. Collect a little bit more so that stockpile's filled up. Our food stockpile is getting a little bit emptier. Which is not that much of a big deal because we're still more than enough. Cancel store item stockpile grieving. Who died then? I don't think we lost any dwarves. Let's check. Carlos Clinch, were you dead already? I think you were dead already. Right. So yeah, as you can see, the engravers are getting along with that floor. I'm still really disappointed by my cave spider. I would have thought that he would have done a lot better at spraying people with webs. But yeah, maybe I need to read some. I'll read about it in the next episodes. Before the next episodes. Hopefully. Because I was also supposed to read for these archery targets, which I still haven't done. Alright, so it looks like our soldiers are now over there. And training, which is good. Why are they not uniformed, actually? Military. For instance, guards. Schedule. Risen's guards. It is current. Oh, they don't have a scheduled order currently. Train. Uniformed. Yeah, okay, uniformed. Okay. And why they're hanging around, I guess they're admiring their barracks, which I can understand because they're pretty cool. Right, so yeah, these are going to be their archery ranges for every archery squad or crossbow squad. We still have a. We only have 2 crossbow squads, but as I said, we'll add an extra one. And I will add another melee squad and we'll build another barracks over here. And then one of these buildings is going to be a storage area instead of a dormitory for the barracks. So where they can store their shields and weapons. Right, so adding task. We need trap components, silver, giant silver X blades 3 times. Start with that for our metal fortress defense system. Speaking of fortress defense, a lot of wood has been moved in here. So let's try to make it to the home stretch with the floor. Build construction floor. I don't think it's going to work because we had more wood last time. And we weren't even able to make it then either. Oh, floor. Floor. There. Oh, then again, it's holding out now. It's holding out. Yes. Only 2 more rows. Oh, there we go. We're gonna make it. Oh no, we don't. We've run out of wood. At least of permission wood. Sandpier wood logs. There. Holy shit, we're done. Right. Designate. What the fuck? Chop some more trees down. And these are, of course, for our own usage. Oh, this also was for our own usage, but that's not for the tower. I mean. Oh, there's a nice cluster of trees here that we can chop down. There. And all that wood is going on the stockpile. Huh. We are done with the floor. At least when they are finished doing that. That is good. Cancels plant seeds. Oh, we've run out of plum helmet seeds already. That sucks. Thought we bought in a whole bunch of seeds. Plum helmet spawn. I thought we bought in a whole bunch of plum helmet spawn. And again, don't the plum helmets give seeds of their own? Anyway. Did I designate these as bedrooms? Yes, I did. They've already been claimed. Oh, this was not a bedroom yet. This one already is. Alright, let's check. I don't know whether we... Oh, we need some more beds in there. Oh, we need 2 beds. Oh, okay. It is auto-saving, which means that it is currently spring. So that's all good. We've survived the winter, although we don't really... it's not really a big question whether we will survive the winter or not anymore. It was at the beginning of the fortress, but that's not now anymore. It's also a full moon by the looks of it. Which is that little O image on the top right of the screen. If you are wondering how I know that. Right, that's it. So I'm gonna quit the recording there and restart here and pause. Yeah, for some reason it didn't do that before, but for now, for some reason, when the game autosaves, usually it recorded the entire autosave period, but now it just skips it and immediately continues recording after after the autosave is done, and then the audio is of course not correct with the video. So therefore, I always, after the autosave, very clearly, with the sounds in the microphone, stop and restart the recording. So that I can, when I have to edit all this, then I can fit the sound underneath the video a lot easier. Also, I forgot to put this in here, but you also need to smooth out that area, little area. Right, so we are almost done with our tower. Why did I come up here? I wanted to do something when I came, because I went up here for a reason. Oh yeah, I wanted to make 2 extra beds for those rooms. It looks like those other rooms have been used already. Yep. I don't know whether I need to make any extra rooms, so I'll just really quickly. Whoa! 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 Forgotten beast! Forgotten beast! Forgotten beast has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. And it's fighting with... Who was that? The block part for you. You are in a massive fight with a Forgotten Beast and you're on your own. This is not good. I've completely forgot about it. Which... Forgotten Beast, I've forgotten about it. But yeah, it was in the caves. Hundreds of kilometers down in the depths of the earth. But it either walked up here or it teleported, like the other one. Which is not good. Axe of Death. Kill. Forgotten Beast. Blades of Greatness. Kill. Forgotten Beast. 20 soldiers are gonna go after that thing. Never mind. I guess you're... No. You're still not done. Is that... Are you still the block party? Yes, you're still holding out. Well, it looked like you were a militia. You're in the army, at least. Who are you in? You're not in Axis of Death. I thought you were in the crossbow squad. Because it looked like you had crossbow armor. I can't see where you are. I guess I've missed you. Or are you in Mountainous Guards? It's also possible. No. I'm looking for a bee, but I can't find a bee anywhere. Yeah, Bjorn Baker, but that's not you. I can't seem to find you anywhere. I was sure you had soldier clothes on just then. I must be mistaken. Maybe there was someone else. There we go. There's a soldier. Who is that then? Oh, that's Aiden Syrian. Block party for you. Bronze bolts. Aiden, where are you in then? You were at least in a crossbow squad because you're fighting with your crossbow. Bolts are bad guys then. Crossbows? What? You are a crossbow dwarf. I can't fucking find anyone. Anyway, soldiers, they're coming over. Oh wow, everyone's over there already. Why does everyone have a red cross? Alright, soldiers are over there. Soldiers are getting over here. Crossbow guys are over here. Oh yeah, I think they're... Oh shit. There we go, it's dead. I think it's said that its fumes are toxic. So I hope that everybody is not dead right now, because everyone over the Red Cross has probably inhaled its toxic fumes. So I hope that it is just that no one dies of this. And that's its trunk, which has been flung over the moat here. Right, we still have 217 dwarves, so we haven't lost anyone just yet. I hope they'll survive. I hope they won't just like all drop dead in a second. Still the Red Cross. I don't see the Red Cross anymore. I think it wore off. Oh, that guy still has a Red Cross. Anyway, let's check the reports. Let's see who killed it. Where's the Forgotten Beast? Forgotten Beast is fighting. Wow, 24 pages of fighting. Attacks Planter, but jumps away. Axe-Lord hacks Forgotten Beast in the trunk with his copper battle axe, and the severed part sails off in the arc. That's the very first thing that happens. So, in the very first encounter with... a human, a dwarf, I mean, the Forgotten Beast already gets his trunk chopped off. Mrs. Axe-Lord breathes cloud of extract vapor. Yeah, that's what it continuously does. It breathes his vapor, and that's apparently toxic. At least it said in the description in the last episode. Forgotten Beast is caught in a burst of his own extract. Forgotten Beast strikes at the Axe-Lord, but the shot is blocked. I'm not going to read everything. Basically, he's fighting with a random Axe-Lord, which is over here. And then, look at this. It's out of nowhere. The flying bronze bolt strikes the Forgotten Beast in the left lower leg, tearing the muscle, bruising the bone. So I saw crossbowmen. I think they were at the top of the moat. I think they were shooting down into the moat where the Forgotten Beast was, and they must have hit it a couple times. Ligament has been torn and a tendon has been torn. Forgotten Beast falls over, because, yeah, of course, he got a bronze bolt in his lower leg, which is tore through everything. He misses the Axe-Lord. Axe-Lord hacks the Forgotten Beast in the upper body with his battle axe. You only have a copper battle axe. You really need to get a better battle axe. Who was that then? Hang on a minute. Peasant. No? Axe-Lord. Are you the one? Axe-Lord hacks Forgotten Beast in the trunk. Yeah. And you are? 0 hydrogen. You only have a copper battle axe, my friends. You need a better axe. Where are you in? Which squad are you in? What was your name? That's a better question. 0 hydrogen. That's your name. Which squad are you? I don't see you in here. No, that's me. Blades of Greatness then? Yeah, there you are. 0 hydrogen. Here you are. You're a legendary X-Dwarf. You need a better axe. Equip. Blades of Greatness. You. I did specifically designate that copper battle axe for you. Specific weapon. Here we go. Silver battle axe of a decent quality as well. How about that? Go pick up your new axe. You deserve a new axe after you destroyed that thing. Although I don't even know if you killed it or not. Where? Forgotten there. Oh, well, there we go. Okay, so you hack it a couple times in the upper body. I mean, just 24 pages of this, because that fight was pretty long. I guess mostly people dodged it, because it took a long while until everybody moved in. Mark's Dwarf bashes Forgotten Beast in the upper body with his copper crossbow. Just beating it up with his crossbow. The cook scratches the Forgotten Beast in the right lower leg, tearing the fat, bruising the muscle. He can't even do anything, this Forgotten Beast. He was one of the lamest Forgotten Beasts ever. He got messed up by regular dwarves. Not even soldiers. The cook punches the Forgotten Beast in the upper body with his right hand, bruising the muscle and bruising the left lung. The Forgotten Beast is having trouble breathing. Wow! Falcon! Punch! And you just disrupt his lungs. And it's a cook, eh? He's not even a soldier. And the Fisher Dwarf comes in. Swordmaster kicks Forgotten Beast in the left wing. What the hell? It has wings? It had wings, I should say. It's dead now. With his left foot, fracturing the bone. Fisher Dwarf, Swordmaster, I should say. Swordmaster punches Forgotten Beast in the upper body with his left hand. He's not even pulling his sword out. Swordmaster punches. Isn't this one of the mercenaries then? Because he isn't really doing anything with his weapons. Where's Swordmaster? Does it say? No, it doesn't tell. It doesn't tell about a Swordmaster. So I guess that's one of the mercenaries that joined in, but I'm not sure. Anyway, let's just read the final pages of this. Oh wow, he gets beaten up hard here. But who the hell? This guy. This is the worst Forgotten Beast I've ever seen. He can't do anything. He got beaten up by woodcrafters, peasants, cooks, fisher dwarves, and those aren't even soldiers with weapons. They just punched the shit out of it. Wrestler bashes Forgotten Beast in the left wing with her bronze crossbow. Why are you a wrestler then? You should be a Mark's Dwarf. Axe-Lord hacks Forgotten Beast in the left upper leg with his iron battle axe, tearing the muscle. A motor nerve has been severed. Oh, so you can't move. Okay, so it can't move its left upper leg anymore. Which means he can't move his left lower leg anymore, so its entire left leg is just like numb. Forgotten Beast breaks the grip of the Swordmaster's upper front teeth. Forgotten Beast on the Forgotten Beast's right upper leg. Okay. What the hell? He was biting his leg. Swords Dwarf punches Forgotten Beast in the right foot with his left hand, bruising the muscle. Forgotten Beast breathes a cloud of stuff, but that doesn't really do anything. Axe-Lord hacks Forgotten Beast in the left foot with his iron battle axe, fracturing the bone. That's not necessary because his entire left leg was numb already. Artery's been opened by the attack, sensory nerve has been severed, a ligament has been torn, and a tendon has been torn. So you actually just destroy his entire left foot. Which he couldn't move to begin with because his entire left leg was shot down a couple strikes earlier. Militia Commander latches on firmly, Swords Dwarf punches. Mark's Dwarf bashes the Forgotten Beast in the head with her iron crossbow, bruising the skin. The wrestler scratches the Forgotten Beast in the left wing. Tendon has been torn. Wow, good scratch. Swords Dwarf scratches, tearing in the right upper leg, tearing muscle. Woodcrafter punches it. Yeah, basically, he just got beaten up by regular dwarves. Dwarves who did not have a single piece of military background punched this Forgotten Beast into oblivion. Of course, with the help of the Swords Dwarf and the Axe Dwarf. I guess what happened is that the Axe Dwarf weakened this Forgotten Beast so much. Of course, he just, as you saw here in the beginning, before, he cut his leg off. Well, he didn't cut it off, but he destroyed the motory nerve, so he wasn't able to move his left leg anymore. So basically, this guy fell over with his left leg completely not doing anything anymore. And then everyone just swarmed on him, and they punched and kicked him to death. That's pretty brutal. He got beaten up by regular dwarves who did not have any military experience whatsoever. They just beat him and beat him again until he just bled to death, I guess. That's pretty savage. And it's also pretty amazing because not even the soldiers were able to kill it because everyone just swarmed around him and punched him and kicked him and scratched it, and he just got beaten up. That's pretty amazing, actually. Woodcrafter kicks, Fish Dwarf scratches, Peasant kicks, Sword Dwarf punches, Wrestler bashes with crossbow. That guy, that wrestler, doesn't even know how to fire a crossbow. He only thinks it's a weird melee weapon. Peasant punches. Militia commander punches. Look at that. The final move, which has obviously killed the Forgotten Beast, is a peasant that scratches the Forgotten Beast in the right foot. So I guess the Forgotten Beast bled to death in the end. So yeah, he just got caught up in this, like, on the wall here. When my ex-dwarf just shut down his left leg, he fell over, I guess, and he wasn't able to move anymore. And after that, everyone swarmed around him and beat him to death. Basically, it's like Roman decimation. When the Romans decimated their own guys by beating them to death for showing cowardice in battle. It's basically what happened to this guy. Donkey bone balls, claim that. Alright, speaking of... Alright, it's pretty cool that you guys took care of this thing, but dump it, because otherwise it's gonna stink like hell. Disgusting Forgotten Beast corpse. Anyway, that was the most pathetic Forgotten Beast I've ever seen. Alright, so someone wishes to join our thing, which is good. Oh fuck, I didn't read who it was. I guess it's one of these guys, but I have to see really quickly. Citizen of the Violent Helms, member of the Remarkable Bloody Bulls. Wow, look at that. That's the very first person that I checked out, and that is now our guy. So, we have to name him. I'm going to grab my phone really quickly. Someone just now commented on my videos. On my Primal Carnage video, nonetheless. So you are the lucky person. Oh, whoops. No. You're the lucky person. You're going to be straight in here. Mr. Mario Bros. You are a human bard. And you have just joined our fortress. Pause and read your description if you want to. Anyway, I guess... No, the beds are not done yet. I guess I spent too much time reading that Forgotten Beast battle report. Okay, so, what were we doing? I completely forgot what we were doing. Oh yeah, the floor here. Is it done? Almost. Almost done. We only need 4 more pieces of wood to be laid in there. The owl is flying around over there. I can't find it anymore. It did say it'd like to live in buildings. Would be amazing if it actually would, like, get up in here. Live in our tower. Our tower of awesomeness. Still, they haven't dumped any of this. I ordered this to be dumped. I don't know how long ago. As you can see, they just refused to do so. Oh, they did move out these corpses by the looks of it. Because there were corpses there as well, but they also refused to move those. But maybe that was like the very last thing on their priority list. Alright. Okay, only 3 tiles remaining. Which means that we can already build our thing. So, build siege engines, catapult. Right there, with those catapult parts. And then we will build a stockpile for stone. Which comes right here. Change the settings. Forbid the metal ore, forbid clay. You just need stone. Oh yeah, also, take from links. No, we'll take from anywhere, basically. Take from a certain stockpile. I want you to take from this stockpile 25. Okay. So hopefully, I guess my siege engineers are going to be extremely happy now, because they can finally do something. Where are my siege operators? Siege operator. Yeah, there we go. Siege engineer. Constructing building is jack voltage. You're like, yes! I can do something now! Yeah. Okay, so the thing about catapults is that unlike onagers... oh, what the fuck? The thing about onagers, unlike onagers, no, unlike ballistas, onagers don't fire in a straight line. Which I think it's pretty obvious, but you might have thought, oh, it's Dwarf Fortress, maybe the mechanic is the same way. No. They actually work like onagers, which means that they have to fire in an arch. So, of course, that means that you can't use onagers inside your fortress. You can only use them outside because of the fact that they have to throw stuff in an arch. You can use ballistas inside because they, of course, fire in a straight line. But you can't use onagers inside. You're just going to hit the roof of your thing. So that's very, very important that you build your onager outside. Or catapults, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Is there a difference between an onager and a catapult? I always call it an onager because it's a... it's a... because from Rome to the War. Oh, look at that. There's our siege engineer. He's bringing the first catapult part up here. Right, so I'll just really quickly read up on this. Siege engine in Dwarf Fortress is a half-building, half-heavy weapon. It includes both the catapult and the ballista. Both are capable of launching hazardous projectiles at tremendous range. More than screen width, along 80 to 100 tiles for a catapult and between 130 and 200 tiles for a ballista. A ballista arrow can kill or injure each creature in its path, indiscriminate of friend or foe, but a stone launched from a catapult cannot harm dwarves or tamed animals. Unlike what the name may imply, siege engines are not deployed defensively, and no siege will use them against you, although use of siege engines against your fort is planned for future versions. Which sucks, but okay. Siege engines can be made to face in any of the four cardinal directions, but they cannot be moved after placement. They can, however, be rotated or deconstructed back into their three parts to be moved elsewhere. Both the construction of siege equipment and the engine itself requires a dwarf with a siege engineering labor designated, which uses the siege engineer's skill. The player determines when or if each engine is actively firing or not, when a single engine is crewed by a single operator. When active, a single engine is crewed by a single operator. That's what it says. Ballistae requires specially made ammo, ballista arrows made from wooden logs at siege workshops, and optionally tipped with metal ballista arrowheads that have been made by a forger or and optionally tipped with metal ballista arrowheads that have been made at a forge by a weaponsmith. Catapults use simple stone as ammunition. Catapults respect economic stone restrictions and cannot fire clay at all. There! That's some information about the... oh, they've already moved the wheelbarrow in there. Isn't that nice? So yeah, but the whole thing that I brought the wiki up for is to read how to use the onagers, or the catapults. Using siege engines. Building siege engines. You have 3 catapult parts. Using siege engines, simple. Oh, will let you change the orientation. Oh no, of that. Ammo is destroyed upon landing unless it falls in a Z level and then falls harmlessly. See below. The channel at the end of the firing range preserves the stone. For catapults, there's usually so much spare stone that is not necessary. That's true. But it could be used for stone transport or simply to set up a self-containment training area. A similar effect can sometimes be observed when firing a catapult over bumpy ground outside. The design can be further improved by a drop. Yeah, this is a... Yeah, this is a... Oh, that's pretty cool. It's a design for a ballista training area where the ammo is preserved. Yeah, that's the same. The same principle works for regular arrows or bolts for crossbows. When you shoot the crossbow bolt at a wall, it just destroys it. It disappears. For example, if you shoot at an archery target at the end of the range, it disappears and it's destroyed. But if you shoot it at a wall where there is a channel in front, it will drop down the channel and it's preserved. You can pick it up again and use it again. Anyway, something has happened. An elven diplomat has arrived. Oh god, I don't think they're going to be happy with us. I'm going to see how they're going to react, because holy shit, we've used a lot of wood. Right, the wheelbarrow is gone, which probably means that someone's collecting stones from for the stockpile there. The nice thing about it, as was I just read out loud on the wiki, you can just use regular rocks for a catapult, which means that it's not very difficult to get to ammunition. So I'll probably have my onager operators shoot the onager for a decent long time. Oh, elven caravan has arrived as well. Let's hope that they don't get absolutely massacred by a hill titan this time, or bush titan it was back then. But yeah, you don't need specific ammo for the catapults. You just need random rocks, and as you can see, well, you can't really see it here. Most of the rocks have been cleared up from here, but as you can see here, look at the stockpile there. Look at all the rocks here. They're just like randomly laying in this area, which are not supposed to be there. Look at all the rocks here. You see, we can afford to shoot a lot of stuff, and of course, if you use your onager a lot, that means that my onager operators are going to be a lot better at it. Alright. What are we going to sell to these guys? Some stuff. Don't know what stuff, but some stuff. Gold nuggets? Fuck no. I barely have any already. We could sell wheelbarrows, but I prefer to keep them. We can sell some coffers, because we got more than enough of those. Coffers. We can sell... let's sell a couple wooden bins. They're elves. They like wooden stuff. Everything the elves sell is made of wood or food. Guess I got a lot of extra bins because I didn't get the carpenter off early enough. Wooden logs, buffalo horn, wool. We could sell some mechanisms, some extra mechanisms. That's enough. The elves usually don't really have that much good stuff anyway, so it's pretty pointless to move so much stuff up there. So yeah, but yeah, once the onager is catapult, I'm just gonna call it onager. It's easier for me. If I have to correct myself all the time back to catapult, then it's just gonna drive me and you completely insane. Look at that! There he comes with this other siege engine onager part. The final one. I think it is, because he's staying there, so he's constructing the thing. We've much to discuss. Oh yes, we do. We elves are partially in particular to trees in the forest surrounding your lands, although we are loath to spare a single branch. Yeah. Until next we will try to return. You felt 100. Alright, we can actually grant your request this time, because we don't have any major projects of woods anymore. So nothing to worry about there. We will be able to abide this time. 103 butcher. I can accept. And does state of current agreements. Yep. Latest news from Shortwinds that months ago the site was conquered by the unions of Hailing. Months ago, Elia Lungthunderad became queen of the Fog Hailing, replacing someone else. So the elves got the new queen. And one elven city was lost. Okay? Though we do not always see eye to eye, haha. I bid you farewell. May someday you embrace nature, like the rocks and nuts. So yeah, but yeah, I will allow my onager to shoot a lot more, because it's easy to get to this. Right, so the onager is done. Not in you facing left. That's good because that's where I want it to look at. I don't want it to be in use just yet because there are not stones up here yet. First I want this entire stockpile to be filled with stones, and then we can use this on active firing. And once that happens, of course my dwarves, my siege operators, are gonna have a lot of experience with using an onager, and that's gonna make them legendary, and that's gonna make them extremely precise at shooting. Well, not really precise because they can only shoot in one direction, but still. Especially with ballistas, but if you have very talented ballista operators, they can shoot extremely precisely, because when you regularly shoot, they'll just go to the left, and to the left, and then you just hit this. But when you can keep them shooting, they'll actually go straight through. So yeah, I will take a look at that design that I saw on the Dwarf Fortress wiki of a ballista training ground. Maybe I can like put the training ground area on the end here. And basically, I think it's just a matter of a channel here, so that the ballista arrow will fall down and you can collect it again. But yeah, I'll take a look if hopefully that will we'll be able to get that thing done, and then we shall I will allow my siege operators to practice with the ballista as well, which I think is going to be quite useful to us. Okay, so trader requested at the depot because the goods have been moved here. Let's see what these elves have, and then I will end off the episodes. Maybe they've got plum helmets. I don't know, actually. Or is that like a specifically dwarven thing? I don't know for sure. Dwarf Fortress music is one of the most peaceful soundtracks in gaming history, I think. At least one of the, and maybe not, maybe not, but at least one of the. Right, has the trader arrived? Yes, he has, so let's take a look. I got some clay that I can sell. But we're not really interested in that. Wooden objects. They don't even sell regular wood. Barrels, cages. Barrels, bows, long spears. Weapons, not interesting. Helmets, not interesting. Gloves, chests, arrows, can't use them. Ah, here we go. Food. Oh, whoops. Apple, certain amounts of fruit. That's quite useful. Since we got our whole plump helmet problem and all of that. Fuck. There we go, that's all their foods. More stuff that I don't really want. You see, the elves rarely have anything. They've got all wooden stuff that is just not interesting whatsoever. You got pipe sections for some reason. I guess I could buy some clay from them, because I kind of want some excess of clay. But furthermore, there's just nothing interesting in here. Barrels, yeah, we can make barrels. I guess I can buy some extra barrels, I think. We can make them our own, but since we're running low on wood and all, I guess we can buy some barrels. But yeah, we just don't need anything else. We don't need wooden weapons because our silver weapons are superior. Don't need wooden armor because we got various iron armor from the goblins and leather armor is good enough. Don't need the gloves and shit either. Don't need arrows because we only have crossbowmen and not actual archers, so they can't use the arrows. And that's it. And all the wooden stuff, we can already make that ourselves. So I'll just offer some stuff. Give them over 300 profit. That should keep them happy. Trade. Wonderful. Thank you for your business. And that's it then. As I said, the elves rarely have anything interesting. Basically, trading with the elves is just looking for vintage items. Because that's basically all they have. And the food is alright. But other than that, basically nothing interesting. Rarely anything interesting, basically, is what I should say. Okay, so the engravers are done there. So I'll just order engraving of this area here. And this area. To keep them busy. Right, so that is going to be it for this episode. Hope you always enjoyed the video. So the tower is finally done. Finally. Oh no, it's not, because this one is suspended. Don't suspend that, just keep going. The tower is finally done. All we need to wait for now is stones for our catapult, and then we can allow our siege operator to practice shooting catapults. But we will see that in the next episode. Or maybe the episode after that, I don't know. Is this guy seriously moving rocks by hand? I guess they can't use the wheelbarrow when they go up and down stairway. Which seems reasonable. Anyway, it's going to be for this one. In the next episode, I will probably practice a bit with the onager. Perhaps I'll practice around with the ballista as well. And I guess primarily focus on finishing this area. The thing here. Oh, migrants have arrived. Some migrants have arrived despite the danger. What danger? Huh? What do you mean despite the danger? We're not under siege or anything. Anyway, let's take a look how many guys we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a siege operator at least, a fish worker, trader. That's a hunter. That's a pet, I think. That's a goat. Yeah, it's a chick and a goat or something. A peasant. A child. I don't know what they mean despite the danger. Yeah, the peasant and the child. We already saw them coming by. We got another hunter, another siege operator. They noticed our catapult. They're like, alright, we are siege operators. We can go here now. Another peasant. What the hell's that guy? Is that like a leather worker? Wood crafter? I can't tell what the hell that guy is. Not a peasant. A lot of guys, a lot of peasants, which means a lot of people that are going to go in the military. A cook. A jeweler, by the looks of it. A... what's that? Craft dwarf? Glass worker? Something along those lines. Which is that guy in the blue, by the way. Another dwarven child. This. What the hell is this? What the hell is that guy? No idea. Book worker or something. Or administrator, I think. Not a cook, not a trader. Basically all useless people that I can put in the military. Farmer. And more animals. Another peasant. Holy shit. I guess, because we didn't have a migration last time, I guess everybody that didn't come last time came now. So, which makes this migration a lot bigger. Alright, so, everyone's in. We had 217 dwarves. Currently we've got 239. Okay, so that's basically, that's about 12 people. Okay, so 12 extra dwarves. I will name them in the next episode. At least that's give me something else to do in the next episode. Alright, so they filled in the final roads there. Okay, there we go. They moved 2 stones here. So, in the next episode we will be, I guess a little bit, experimenting a little bit with the, catapult and the ballista. I'll primarily focus on getting rid of hamster remains or creepy crawler remains. I'll primarily focus on getting the barracks here done, in which I mean the archery targets, the trench behind it, so that the ammunition is preserved, and yeah, smoothing it out, making everything look nice. I'll also probably probably will focus on getting an extra archery squad and an extra melee squad maybe as well. I don't know. I'll basically focus on that stuff now in the next episode. I will name the dwarves that have arrived here. So we got enough stuff to do in the next episode. So I hope you guys join me then. So I hope you enjoyed the video as well. Click the like button underneath if you did. Subscribe to be the part of the Roman army so you never miss any of my videos. You can do that by clicking the subscribe button up here over the left of here, or subscribe button underneath the video. See you later, Romans. Ave.